Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, we're heading to Tejas this week, buddy. Sipping on a little Wildcatter Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. I know what you're thinking. What does Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey have to do with Texas? Well, it just so happens that this Wildcatter, it was originated by a dude. It's kind of a mixed up story. So you got this one guy who says he created the label, and it was Glenn, King of the Wildcatters McCarthy. However, if you read the bottle, it's William Billy Banks, a Texas oil tycoon. So I'm assuming that this McCarthy guy didn't want people knowing that he was making the bourbon, whatever. It's kind of a cool little story, but he was an oil tycoon, whatever. And he said, "Hey, I think I want to make my own bourbon." And they're like, "Well, what if it doesn't work?" And he said, "Hell, I'll drink it all myself."
There you go.
So I like the guy's mentality, but this thing's pretty good. I had a sip the other night, but I get a lot of dark fruits, caramel, kind of butterscotch. Kind of traditional. I think it's a 90 proof bourbon, so it's not really overpowering. It does have a nice, long, spicy, sweet finish. Doesn't share the mash bill, or it's a source bourbon. So I don't know where it's coming from. It wouldn't surprise me if it's MGP, but yeah, I think it's like $30 or $35 on the shelf. If you haven't tried it, for $30 or $35, I think it's well worth the money. So
it's a good little grab there, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see. So, man, what a time. Hey, look here. Look, if you're just listening and you're not watching, I do have both of my hands.
No chubs, huh?
No chub reenactment there. So we hit up Myrtle Beach last week. We had a great time, man. I'll tell you, those 5 courses that we played, everyone, they couldn't have been more hospitable to us, man. It is like that. They literally cater to golfers. So
they had no idea who you were.
Oh, no. So I'm glad they didn't know who I was. And the good news is, so I know you had some stuff come up. You weren't able to make it. The good news is Birdies and Bourbon may be able to come back. However, if the next time, I would probably go as the Speakeasy Bourbon Club.
Oh, yeah?
Probably got a better chance of getting back on. Yeah. No, but Sean Donahue, I think he'll be on with Salty tomorrow night. But Sean Donahue, Jim Huntoon, the folks at True Blue, where else? Heritage, Presswick, the Die Club. Like if you're debating on do I or don't I go play golf in the fall, Myrtle Beach is pristine right now. They had it was just coming out of Overseed. And we're going to have the most of the courses, we're going to have a superintendent on. I think True Blue, the pros coming on for us. But either way, it's going to be a great time to have those guys on and kind of share our experience, what we liked, what we didn't like, there was my score. Okay. That's what I didn't like was my score. Outside of that, everything was great. One thing that I had forgotten about in South Carolina, I don't know if I guess it's a state law because it's a liquor store. All the damn liquor stores close at 7:00.
Oh, really?
I'm like, good luck. That doesn't, when you've got an 8:00 tee time,
yeah,
and then you gotta throw some lunch down, and you gotta get another round of golf. That's hard as hell to get to, man. So poor planning on our part. We didn't get in until late on Monday, so we didn't even have a chance then. But but we made it work out. We did. We scored.
Well, that explains why the scores were so high.
Exactly. I couldn't get the swing juice flowing, man. So I couldn't get lubed up. But no, we had a great time, man. Courses were just immaculate. And again, most of the folks came out and said hi to us on the course. We definitely got a lot of video and things coming up. So yeah, it was a really awesome time on the Grand Strand there. And venturing down into Pawleys Island. So I would highly recommend it. If you're looking for any suggestions or recommendations, reach out. Happy to drop them your way or maybe hook you up with some folks. So
yeah.
Let's see. So all right, first things first, Dan. I saw the video and I'm like, why did he dress up like a female lumberjack? Why'd you do that for Halloween? I'm like that. Oh, that wasn't you?
No, not me.
Oh, okay. Well, it looked like you. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any of the Halloween costumes out there though?
I loved golf Twitter for Halloween, and I guess on the gram as well. It was very entertaining. I saw Finau doing the Michael Jackson,
MJ,
the Thriller.
Yeah.
That was good. I saw a little Harry Higgs that had the shades on. He had a bottle of Tito's in his hand. He had the low V. It was good.
I'm wondering, is that picture still out there? Is that legal to let the kid hold on to the bottle of Tito's?
I thought it was you for a second, but then I figured, it's actually a kid.
It's like, wait a minute, that kid's way too tall to be a cow.
Exactly. That was a good one. And then I think you said you saw one of those a tiger one.
Oh, I love the baby tiger one. Yeah, it was. So he had his kid. I don't know how old the kid was, 3 or 4 years old, give or take, and he was dressed up as Tiger. And then the dad was he was the caddy. Now I don't know which caddy he was. I didn't see. I'm assuming he wasn't. He didn't look like Fluff. Maybe it could have been. I don't know. So I don't know which caddy he was. He didn't have a mustache. Let's put it that way. So you got 2 more to choose from, I guess.
Yeah.
But some good photos. Oh, I did. Did you see Kez? See Kez in his Joker costume?
I did. Yeah, briefly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he had his tux on and had his face all painted up. So I'm sure he made a big time out of that.
They got a big week coming up next week. Oof.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good week. Got some good folks on the show. We'll get a lot of these out over the next 2 weeks because some of it'll be dated back to the Masters. So you got your green on today. You got any horns behind there?
A little tobacco road.
Oh yeah, yeah. A little deer skull on there. Yeah, I like it. Looks nice. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else has been out. I mean, I can't get enough. I don't want to go on and on about it, but that Myrtle Beach trip, man, was something else, dude. I mean, that was, what did we play? I think we wound up with 99 holes. We actually got in an extra 9 in at Prestwick. That's the last course we played. We had a flight out, but they were nice enough to let us play another 9. Yeah,
that's really nice. Yeah,
I'm like, well, surely I'll break, and it gets down 9, maybe get lucky. I don't know. We won't get into the scores. So,
were you hitting the ball pretty good over the week?
Oh, I hit the ball like shit.
Oh, really? Because you were hitting the ball like that the week before when I was playing with you. So, nothing's changed.
Funny you didn't bring that up while we were playing.
You still beat me.
Definitely didn't help my golf game. Oh yeah, we made it up to where do we hit Harbor Club.
Yep.
Yeah, down by Augusta.
Yep.
That course is playing fantastic right now. So if you're in the Atlanta area, you want to get close to Augusta but don't want to go down. Mm-hmm. The Harbor Club is awesome. And then
Old Toccoa.
Old Toccoa. Ed, once again, what a great host he is. Had a great time up there. I did see some pictures of Old Toccoa's Halloween par 3 contest, par 3 course. So I'm assuming, because they only have 18 holes, so I'm assuming with the par 3, it probably starts a little later in the evening, and they just play the par 3s, is what I would imagine. Mm-hmm. But yeah, good times, man. I really enjoyed seeing those guys again. Appreciate them having us out. Yeah, couldn't have been better. Yeah,
and those courses were playing great in the fall as well. I mean, the Southeast in the fall, late October, early November. Whew, man, what a place to play.
Yeah. Hey, man, this Wildcatter, it's surprisingly good. I mean, the label's it's got these cowboys on the front and.
Cowboys,
mount up. I mean, I wouldn't say it's got an 8-year age statement on it. So for, $30 or $35, that's, that's a good note, but it actually does look like kind of the Young Guns. The video. Yeah. The cover of I guess not the CD cover anymore. What do you call it? The screensaver for Young Guns,
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's actually a pretty good, I'm definitely going to dip back into that before we get done with the show.
Nice.
It's good stuff though. Lots of caramel, lots of wood. It's a good one.
Well, next week is the big week, man. So previewing next week. I mean, holy cow, we're inching up to the Masters. We got Houston this week, but as a little bit of a preview, did you see some of the headlines coming out of Augusta over the last week?
I don't know. Share.
All right. So first, they're not doing the par 3 this year.
Oh, I did see that, but they do have something in lieu of the par 3.
I don't know what it is. Maybe a charity or something, but definitely not the par 3.
They did, par three's canceled, but they did
Yeah.
say, I forget what it was, but they did say they had something going on Wednesday. So it could be a charity. I'm not sure.
Could be. And then they, I saw today on Twitter, like for $150, they'll send you a Masters. Like if you had tickets for this year that you can't go, they'll send you like this Masters like food kit. And it's got like, chips and cookies and cups
Pimento
and all
cheese.
kinds of stuff. Yeah. All kinds of stuff like that. That's funny to see.
Hold on, for $150. Do you know how many pimento cheese sandwiches and beers you could buy for $150 on course?
It's a lot though. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Let me see if I can get it up. Get the tweet up. I think
So I did see they were changing. I was actually kind of taking a look here to see what the schedule was looking like. Now here's a note. So if you're not already in the Masters, this tournament, so the Houston Open, it's the Vivint Houston Open, that has no play on whether you get in or not. So all of the players are already in the Masters. So there's no benefit. Well, there's a benefit to win. If you win this tournament, it gets you into the April Masters.
Yeah.
But the November Masters is a done deal. So
for $150, Augusta National will send you a Taste the Masters catering package. It's offered to patrons who had tickets for the 2020 Masters. So for $150, you get a pound of pimento cheese, a pound of egg salad, a pound and a half of pork barbecue, 8 bags of potato chips, 6 chocolate chip cookies, 6 bags of pecan caramel popcorn, 25 cups, and a logo checkerboard serving paper.
Really?
Yeah.
That's that's kind of neat. I mean, if you were having
little party,
having a party over at the house, social distancing, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be that'd be a good little deal to have over. Well, you don't have to make your own pimento cheese.
Exactly. And then the other thing, my understanding is next Saturday, meaning the Saturday of the Masters, that College Game Day is going to be on site.
Oh, I think that's what it was. I think that's what they were saying instead of, which I don't know how that's replacing the par 3 tournament, but I think they weren't saying in lieu of, but they're saying, hey, there's no Wednesday event. There's no par 3 contest, but what we will have is College Game Day. So that's pretty fun, man. I mean, how many times has College Game Day been at Augusta?
I think I was reading some stuff on Twitter. It's like, well, I guess if Phil misses the cut, he'll have something to do on Saturday. Betting wise, he can be betting on some games.
You think he can bet like on air?
I probably can. It's not on golf, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, why not? That's so that'll be fun to see the guys there. And I mean, too, think about, they don't have as many people there. They can get in and out and all that stuff. So it kind of sets up really nice. It's like, hey, by the way, the Masters has been canceled for April 2021. They're moving it to November, so they have College Game Day again.
There you go. Well, my picks were crap last week. I don't know about yours.
Oh, I don't even. I had some bad ones. So in my the round that the lineup that we discussed, I had 4 people make it through, which is gonna weigh heavily into my picks for this week, because I just need to get 6 people through, man. 6 people through and you're golden, right? I mean, it is money all the way. So, let's you want to get into this thing?
Stenson killed me with his foot injury.
Oh yeah.
Perez withdrew. So I had 2 withdrawals out of my 6. I mean, give me a break.
Well, he cut those locks.
Norlander stinking it up, Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. I mean, so when you got 2 guys withdrawal, you're not going to do well that week in that. But I'm ready to get into it. But hey, first off, I guess congrats, right, to Brian Gay for last week, right?
Oh yeah. He held it out, another playoff round. So that's another playoff event. And who's your boy that won on the Champions Tour? It's been since he won the Open in 2011. His name's escaping me, man. Damn it. He was the Ryder Cup he was I think he was the last Ryder Cup captain.
Clark. Clark.
Oh yeah, Darren Clark. Yeah, Darren Clark won. Phil wasn't there, so it gave everybody better chance. Phil's making it to Houston this week.
He is making it to Houston this week. It's good. That's great. I forgot what I was going to say. Congrats to Brian Gay in his fifth PGA
win,
Tour
yeah.
win. Do you know who
win.
he's tied now on the list with?
Brooks Koepka.
Ricky Fowler.
Oh,
Also has 5 wins on the PGA Tour.
Yeah. So oddly enough, Brian Gay might pass Ricky Fowler.
I hope Ricky gets his game together, but no, that sets him up really nice because my understanding is with that win, he now gets like a 2-year exemption.
Yeah.
And I think he's 48, so he's going to cruise right into the Champions Tour.
Yeah.
With no problem. So yeah, good for him, man. It's great to see. Yep.
Yeah, that dude was putting lights out, man. I mean, he was like he was on fire, man. Don't get in a putting contest with that dude.
Yeah, exactly. And they went to a playoff, and yeah, it's just great. That's great to see.
Yep. Yeah, it's awesome.
Our buddy Doc was leading on Saturday. I think,
I saw
didn't have enough gas. Yeah,
jacked his price up for this week. I know you got him in there anyway.
I think I might.
I haven't looked. I don't have your passcode. Okay, maybe I do, but I didn't look.
I picked Stinson last week, who was expensive, and then he withdraw. Every time I pick an expensive guy, he always withdraws. It's like, oh gosh. And now the week before. For the listeners out there, if Dan picks an expensive guy, go for the cheap one. Yeah. So here's my one gripe that I wish DraftKings would do. And you and I are playing golf on Wednesday late in the day, right?
Yep.
Week before. And we both look at it on Thursday. And we're like, when did Adam Scott drop out?
I know.
I had him in like 2 lineups. Like, why can't they, if somebody withdraws, just take the whole thing out? Just inactivate it. I mean, just inactivate it. Why do I have to go in and change it? Inactivate it for me. That'd be great.
Yeah. You should just default the whole round.
Yeah, just default.
Default the whole whole setting.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be nice of them to do because I didn't see that he withdrew. We were kind of playing golf pretty late in the day and just
Anyway, squeezing in 9 holes before it got dark. So
So.
Let's see. Thinking if there's anything else on that we need to touch on. Hey, once again, we're back with Fantasy National. So, let's see if we can read it correctly this week. I think I'm going to start changing my setup on this thing because the setup you're picking is screwing me up.
Blame me. Yeah,
clearly it's not my fault.
My last lineup, the one with Adam Scott, would have done really well if he was in there. Yeah. I think he might have been the only guy that missed that week. So, yeah.
Right. Let's see. So, hold on before we get there. Let me. So major champions that are showing up this week. You got BK and DJ. I think they're going to be giving. They're going to do some press tours tomorrow around the same time. They did book in them. I don't know who's between BK and DJ, but they definitely didn't want them crossing paths, leaving or entering the interview arena. So they do have someone between them so they can socially distance between themselves or friendly distance. I don't know how you want to look at it. You got Phil's going to be here. Hold on. I really wanted to pick Phil this week.
I know.
Just to be nostalgic, but I couldn't do it. I may wear the glasses through the whole show. I don't know. I'm not going to. I wanted to because that dude's been on a roll in the Champions Tour. I don't know, man. I think he's going to be kind of playing and flirting with some stuff here and kind of getting ready for Augusta. So Adam Scott's here, the Sauce Man. I bet you got the sauce. I bet you got Francesco Molinari in your line. I can pick your lineup before you even lay it out there.
I'm not picking him this week.
What?
I haven't seen enough from him. I don't know anything about what's going on. There's maybe some form there.
So we got Jordan Spieth, Shane Lowry, the Spaniard Sergio Garcia, Jason Day. Oh, here you go. The Magic Bullet, the Swede Hendrik Stenson.
Yeah, he's back.
Zach Johnson. So they're heading to the 2020 Vivint U.S. Open. Let's see.
Houston Open.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. What did I say?
U.S. Open. Houston Open.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Vivint U.S. Hey, this Wildcatter, it says 90 proof. I don't believe it. Yeah. So the Vivint Houston Open. Let's see who else we got. So past champions, you got Poulter, Griffin, Henley. We'll get into the rest of those guys. Notables. Well, here's the thing, right? So it's going to be at the Memorial Club in Houston, and this is the Memorial Park golf course. Played at the Memorial Club in Houston, Texas. I think this is a new course for this year, so we don't have any stats on the course that I've seen at least. It's a par 72, 7,300 yards, Bermuda tee to green. Yeah, we're good there. I don't know. They have a nice little Astros logo on there. So for all the baseball fans, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
I guess the Astros kind of funded the whole park, and that's kind of where the golf course came from. So it's pretty cool.
Let's have some really nice trash cans.
Nice trash cans?
Yeah, to beat on, for the
stealing signals. What's he got in the bag? What did he pull that time? Oh yeah, stealing signals. Let's see. So this is a Doak design. Oddly enough, so Tom Doak. Oddly enough, a few years ago, Brooks Koepka was the consultant for the renovation that they did. It was, I think there's some bunkers. What they do? I think they sloped some stuff. I think they covered some bunkers up. They changed some green complexes, etc. So I don't know. Does that give Brooks Koepka an edge? Maybe, maybe not. He probably said, "Hey, can you make that not so steep? Hurts my knee." Let's see. So I guess the par 3 2-hole is the signature hole for the golf course. So, yeah, I don't know. So I wouldn't say it's long by any standard. It's going to have big fairways. I think the approach shots or shots into the green are going to be key here. It's Bermuda. So whoever's putting good on Bermuda, I mean, I did look at some of that. Mostly I'm looking at kind of DraftKings points on this thing and then recent form. I did kind of look at, where people had been, one of the guys specifically, I don't think he's missed a cut in 30 or 31 rounds. So, or tournaments. So, I don't know. Does that mean he's due to miss? I would say, hell no, stay on a roll, man, and stay hot with it. So, we'll kind of see where we go to from here, but let's see, taking a look at, let me see if I missed anything on the course. Did I miss anything on the course, Dan?
No, you got most of everything. In terms of average green size, 7,000 square feet, tee size, don't matter about that. 28 fairways, rough, 180 acres. Sand bunkers, 19, water hazards, 2. So not many water hazards. How many holes are water in play? 4. And then you touched on the rest there. So they did play the PGA Tour's Houston Open 14 times here between 1947 and 1963. So it's just, yeah.
I remember that.
It's an old Muni. So here we go.
Yeah, but a good old Muni, and so I think that I think it's actually a really nice setup for Augusta, like a precursor too, because the back nine is going to be very risk reward. And so there's lots of ravines. I don't know if you've been to Houston or not, it's kind of those, I forget what they call those. Anyway, but yeah, lots of ravines and it is going to be, do I or don't I go for it? So, if somebody's a little off, could be, could penalize them versus, looking at some of the other players, kind of ball strikers and say, hey, there's no need to go for it. Make it a 3-shot hole and, play for birdie and move on. So we'll see. I think it's a good course leading into Augusta. It's putting, of course, is going to be key as usual. But I think it's going to be a fun tournament. I mean, we're missing some of the big names, but there's definitely quite a few in here. Bryson, he must be really getting her tuned up, man, because we hadn't seen him in a minute, right? 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think the last one he played was one of the Vegas ones. I think he played one of the Vegas ones. Yeah. And he played like the first Vegas one, and that was it, right? So he didn't play the other one.
He played Shadow Creek. Right?
He played Shadow Creek. I thought he played the first one. I thought he played the first one. I think he played the first one.
Yeah.
So he's testing out that new driver, I think.
Yeah, it's like 68 inches long. It's like taller than I am.
While we're on the topic of Bryson, one other thing about the Masters that I heard today is Bryson is going to be the first player to have a logo on him when he's playing next week of DraftKings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm better double down on Bryson then.
Exactly.
Hey, good.
Hey,
all in, baby.
You know, Lefty's pissed about that.
Well, so what? So yeah, that's a technicality. Bryson inked the first deal to wear the DK.
Mm-hmm.
Phil's got FanDuel.
He's going to have FanDuel, MJM.
He's probably rocking the 23 by now. How much money does he owe Jordan already?
It's true. He works for Jordan. He works for Jordan. Full time,
baby. All right, so let's peel this thing back, man. Let's see. So I don't have anybody in.
How'd you set it up in the Fantasy National?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So Fantasy National, I'm just last 24 rounds. That's all I'm looking at. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's no course history here. There's no nothing. And I just sorted by salary so we can kind of go through. Hopefully I'll remember who I picked. But yeah, so last 24 rounds. And here we go. So I don't have anyone at $10,000 or above. However, I don't think it's a bad choice here. And so a couple of reasons why. So how many times have we seen players go back to back, like really, really good rounds, like almost winning and getting top five?
The only guy I've got that's $10,000 does that all the time, but other than him, nobody.
You got the Hat Man?
I got the Hat Man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could actually, if you want to go take a break or something, I could do your lineup for you. So I didn't pick DJ. Not to say that DJ's not going to try to win. He's ranked number one in how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of the 9 or 10 categories there are. He's ranked number one in everything except for off the tee, around the green, and putting. And still in those three, he's single digits. Mm-hmm. So I don't. He's $11,500. I mean, if you pick him. He is definitely going to be favored. I mean, he's probably going to be in everybody's lineup. So I'm taking a different route. I think they're picking him.
They might. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. Have we seen him since the FedEx Cup playoffs?
Well, let's see. He came, so he got the COVID. We hadn't seen him since the U.S. Open.
The U.S. Open, that's what it is.
Yeah, hadn't seen him since the Open. So
U.S. Open, the U.S. Open. That's right. That's the last one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he got the COVID, and shout out to all my homies with the COVID. Cheers. Get well soon. Not that there are any, but if there are, and I don't know about it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think. I think he's going to be fine. I don't think he really cares if he wins this or not. I mean, his sights are going to be set on Augusta. I think this is again a practice round for DJ. So I don't know. I would expect for him to be highly picked in this. Definitely double digits. Just looking to see if we got a. Yeah, so let's see. Everything except for the Northern Trust in his past 5 tournaments, he's been double digit. Over 10%, and most of it's in the high teens, even up into the 20s. So let's see. Now, who I do like here, which I don't think, the good news is Finau is not going to throw an ankle at the par 3. So that could bode well for him. And he typically plays Augusta pretty good. I would see Tony breaking the curse this week before next week. I think there's going to be too many people going after it next week, but I don't know. Tony is at 10-9. He's ranked 11th in DraftKings points. Kind of like, I don't know. Everything else, though, I mean, he's pretty good. His 2 weakest categories are short game and putting. I don't know. Does it, when you're 10th at approach and you're, middle of the pack in putting, I don't know if that bodes well for you. So I didn't go down that road. Koepka didn't go down that road either. Who knows? But so here's the other thing is so with Koepka, he was a consultant on the renovation here. So does it give him it? I think it gives him some insights to the course. It doesn't help him hit the ball better. And oddly enough, except for the PGA, I mean, Brooks has been in his last 5, he's been, hovering around 10% and less ownership. So I don't know. Does that mean people might go a little heavy on him this week? I'm not going to. I haven't seen enough. I think there's still going to be some rust coming in off that. I'm not going on him on Augusta either. I'm just, he'll show up and he'll be there. I'm not worried about him catching another major in the year 2020. So
I didn't take either one, any of those guys either. I do like Finau. I think Finau's been playing great. I didn't take him. He's just expensive. Again, I don't know what to expect from him coming into this thing, coming in before the Masters. It could just be a tune-up and just, make sure we get competitive, et cetera, right? He had the COVID just like DJ did. I think that's why both of those guys are playing, is because they're trying to get back in some kind of form.
Yep.
I did take the Hatman just because he's been on fire. And
of course you did. No,
well,
you've got a crush on him. Don't lie.
He's been on fire. He's probably going to win this week.
So here's the thing about Hatton with me. I mean, he's hot or cold, right? I mean, it's like he is either you're top 10ing or you got nothing. My only thing with him is again, I'm not saying that they're professionals, they're athletes. I mean, they're out there, they want to win every time they load the clubs up. I think he is going to be heavily played this week. So that's one reason I didn't go that route. But you got 20. So his last, you got 28 at Zozo, 3rd at CJ, missed the cut at the Open, 7th champion at the Tour Championship, 16th BMW, 25th Northern Trust, missed the cut at PGA. So he's either really good or he's missing the cut. And I don't know. I mean, you and I have talked about it on here before. I mean, there's some of these guys like, let me just show up and get a couple of rounds in, and I don't even, I gotta go. I gotta get to Augusta. I'm not saying that happens out there. I'm just saying it. It's looked like it. That's perception in some of these tournaments. So
you look at what he did in terms of the U.S. Open and the PGA, 2 longer, harder courses he missed the cut at. And you get like the CJ Cup, he's 3rd, the Zozo is 28th, Tour Championship 7th. Tour Championship, not a long course, right? I don't think this is an extremely long course either. It's how many yards is it? It's we just talked
7,300.
Yeah, so it's not that long of a course, right? I think he's going to tear this place up. Yeah,
should be. I mean, his approach, he's 8th. He's 7th in DraftKings points. His short game, he's upper 50%, and around the green, he's 85th. So, I mean, he's there, kind of middle of the pack, in putting.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
right. A little expensive for me. Hideki, same thing. I mean, I don't know. I hate to bet the dude because it seems like he always gets me. But then, I don't know. He's just his ball striking's there. It's just everything else seems to not be there. It's not the Hideki that we've watched, I think, in years past, and especially I think putting is probably his weakest point in this, in his current form. So I didn't go that road.
Yep.
I like Viktor Hovland. I couldn't afford him with the direction that I elected to go, but we saw him last at the Zozo, and he was not that good. But if you look at the previous few tournaments that Vic had, he was pretty strong there. So he had a down event. He doesn't typically putt Bermuda greens that well. But you got a 47, 12, 13, 20, 40, 18. So middle of the packer. The good news is, I mean, I'm looking a long way down the board, man, and I don't see any miscut. So, I'm thinking if I'm picking any of those dudes, it's kind of going to come out and shine, and it's going to, make something out of it.
I'm guessing you took Scheffler.
I think, oddly enough, I didn't. Scheffler's, he's having some struggles putting. He's having some challenges putting.
Isn't he from Texas, though?
And I believe so. But he's having some challenges putting, and Bermuda is his worst. That's his worst grass to putt on. So I just couldn't go down the Scheffler road. I mean, I thought about it, and so again, you don't see any miscuts. You see a miscut at the Shriners, and then everything. I mean, the Tour Championship, BMW, Northern Trust, PGA. He had a hot streak in August. Yeah. Outside of August, I mean, he hadn't done. There's just
August
September,
got him Rookie of the Year for sure, right?
Yeah, absolutely, that's right. But I didn't. There's just something about current form I don't really see there. So didn't go that route. But I did. But I did go with Russell Henley.
Mm-hmm.
So Russell Henley, where did Russ go? Where'd you go,
He's
Russ?
at $9,400.
Yeah, I see him, 9,400. So he's 6th in DraftKings points. He's 2nd in total strokes gained, and that's and he is a winner of the Houston Open, even though it wasn't here. What I really like about so we saw him in October 25th, 4th Zozo, 3 CJ, 27 Shriners, 25 BMW, 8 Northern Trust, 9 Wyndham, 37 PGA. You got to go back to July at the 3M to find a miscut. So, and then you keep rolling, and then you go if you find yourself at Hilton Head in June. So that's kind of, I like his current form. And like this dude he lots of single digits, man. Lots of single digits for this guy. So yeah. I went that. I think now here's the other thing too, is he going to be heavily owned? I think he's going to probably be around 10% or so. So I think that's, I think if I don't play him and for the money, I think it's a miss for me. So yeah. I had to go down the Henley road.
Good price. I mean, it's expensive, of course, but he's been playing so good that, I don't understand how Sanjay is like $100 less. I have no idea how that works. How does that work? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a different league, man.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how Hideki's ranked higher or is priced higher. I have no idea how that works.
Nor do I. Talk about the Aussie. You got him in your lineup?
No, I don't know what happened to the Aussie a couple of weeks ago. Do you?
I don't. I want him in there, but it would just be for my man crush that I have on Adam Scott.
I'm probably going to play. If he plays well this week, I'll probably play him next week.
Yeah, I just need him to make the cut this week. If he makes the cut this week, then I'm with you. I'll put him in my lineup for next week. But it's questionable. Is he going to finish out? I mean, now again, looking at where he's at and what he's doing. I mean, there really shouldn't be. The few times that we've seen him. He's made the cut. He's averaged, it looks like, give or take, about a 30 position in everything that he's done.
Yeah.
So since the comeback. So
he hasn't been bad. He just hasn't been that good.
Yeah. There's nothing that says don't take him. It's just that, he's 34th in points.
So you heard it here first, folks. Okay. Here's Cal's lineup for the Masters. We'll go ahead and just blow this out of the water. Okay. All right. Adam Scott, Phil Mickelson, Bubba Watson, Adam Scott.
Don't forget my Texas man.
Scottie Scheffler.
I got one more.
And Jordan Spieth.
Oh, come on. No, Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed. So that's right. Take away. Who can
take Scheffler?
Away?
You can take
Scheffler away
Scheffler
and put Reed in there. There you go.
So take
two Adam Scotts.
Did Scheffler make the Masters?
That's a good question.
I don't think he did.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll get into that next week.
So you got Spieth, Reed, 2 Adam Scotts, Bubba, and there you go.
And Phil.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I could squeeze a 7th one in, it's definitely going to be Sergio Garcia. Let's see. All right, so no Adam Scott for us. I got no Sergio love this week. I do kind of like Jason Day. I couldn't afford him. I only had one guy above $9K, and that was Russ Henley. So couldn't afford Sergio. I don't think Sergio's a bad play here necessarily. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Nothing. I got nothing for Sergio here this week. I don't think Jason Day is a bad play here this week. I think he's good. He was $9,000 and I couldn't afford him. I had to go, had to take a guy $100 less. So, what did you have either of those guys?
No.
I did take Lanto Griffin.
He's been playing really well. Yeah,
he has. Yeah. He's going to be a double digit again. So that's my two kind of handicappers there. Let's see. We got 11th, 7th. He did miss the Shriners, which whatever. 43rd U.S. Open, 18 Championship, 10 BMW. So I mean, I kind of like what Lanto's doing these days. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel good. He's the defending champion. He's been in the top 11 in his last 2 starts. So I don't know for that current form and where he's at. I mean, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You got your
I
little man
took,
crush next.
I took Redmond. Yeah. I mean, he's
I know
been
you
playing
did.
lights out. He's a great ball striker. So he was 4th last week. Did miss the cut at the Shriners, 28 Sanderson Farms, 3rd at the Safeway. So just missed the cut at Northern Trust. But guys been playing lights out, great ball striker. And again, like
Looked good last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's just, around the greens where he's struggling the most right now, it looks like. Ball striking, he's 12th in this lineup. I mean, that's strong. 10th in DraftKings points for $8,800. That's a taker for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got him at 4th. Have you got 24
I got last
rounds?
50 rounds. I got last 50 rounds, but I'll do 24.
No, that's fine. No, leave it like it is. It's good. Good comparison.
I changed it.
So I've got him at 4th in the last 24. So
yeah, there you go. Wow.
It's
good. It's exciting.
Yeah, I mean for $8,800, yeah, it's a good play. No love for Corey Connors this week. No offense. You know who I did want to pick? Because I wanted to pick Zach Johnson, and I had him, and I didn't like the guy that I had at the bottom of the board.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody else, I don't have a guy cheaper than $7,800. So I go from 7,800 or 9,400 down to 7,800. So I'm really kind of stacking that middle of the board or middle of the price range there, trying to get, give me 6 people to make the cut and you're in the money, right? So
yeah.
So I didn't go for Zach, and actually, so to be honest, I was struggling between when I had my original lineup and I was kind of teetering back and forth. I couldn't decide between Johnson and Harmon. Harmon played, I don't know what he came in
he
at.
But played bad last week, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he missed the cut, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, I had him in my lineup last week. He didn't do well.
Oh, actually, he didn't play last week. What are we thinking about?
Yeah, yes, he did.
No, I got him as I click on Zach. No, I got Brian Harmon. Yeah, the Zozo. That dude had missed a cut since July, man. Anyway, so I was bouncing back and forth between Harmon and Johnson, and I couldn't decide. So then I just switched things up, and I said, "Well, let me go for
somebody else." Sorry.
Yeah, yep. I said, "Well, let me go for Jordan Spieth." Nah, I can't do that either. Nah, false alarm. So I didn't go for the local Texas boy. I haven't seen anything out of him that would that would lead me down the path. And this will be the week that he turns it on. Other than he had a bad run in late August and September there. He had 3 missed cuts, right? So, and 41 at Zozo, 38 at CJ. So I couldn't take that Texas dirt road. Siwoo Kim at $8,300. I don't know. Is it good or bad? I couldn't afford him. So I didn't even take a look at him. 12th in DraftKings points. He's 1st around the green. 33rd in approach shots. So, I mean, I think Siwoo probably is a decent play here. I mean, I wouldn't say that he's not.
Yeah,
I would think that he's probably going to be in single digits of ownership. However, as far as putting goes, Bermuda is his that's his worst putting surface. So, I don't know. He had missed a cut. The only one we got is the U.S. Open that he missed. So, that's a respectable field to. That's the only one. I did not take any love for Shane Lowry on this one.
I have not liked his form since the return. No.
Yeah, I know.
I did take Cam Davis. I took Cam Davis.
Yeah. So did I, and probably so are a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So, my Cam Davis pick on this one was, hey, I think he's going to play well. So let me go Cam, and let me at least stay at parity with some of these guys, and that are also going to pick him. He's going to be double digits, probably high teens, mid-teens at least, maybe high teens. That's good for me. He's ranked 2nd in DraftKings points, 5th in putting. Mm-hmm. Around the green, he's 61st, but when you're 30th in approach and you're 5th in putting, what does it matter what you're doing around the green? I mean, these are going to be big fairways. He's going to hit greens. So, and he's making putts. So, that's for me, that's actually, so I'm looking at that's where I started my lineup at, was Cam Davis.
Did you? Wow.
Wow. Yeah. That was my first pick. Yeah. So I started, it went Cam, Lanto, and then I'll get into the other ones in a minute. But
nice. Yeah. So I like Davis as well. He's just been red hot. 2nd in DraftKings points for $8,100 out of this field, last 24 rounds. That's a strong buy. I think he's definitely worth more than that. So you got to pick him up there. I didn't take Hahn.
You want that guy over Sunjay? I mean, you're taking Sunjay over Cam Davis? I mean, come on. How in the world does that happen?
I don't understand that at all. So I didn't take Hahn. Sink's been hot for me lately, for everybody. But I played him several times. He's been hot. I did not take him this week. But man, I mean, he's been strong. I mean, if you look at this Fantasy National last 24 rounds, he's 22nd in DraftKings points, 16th in putting. He's been red hot in the putting.
He was fourth place last week in Bermuda. I mean, it's like, that guy's, I think he's 48 years old. He's got the kid on the bag, man. He's like, hey, kid, get the bag. I'll show you a thing about golf, I mean, he looks good out there, man.
Yeah. I did take McCarthy. I didn't take him. I took McCarthy.
Hold on here. Don't be jumping me. Don't be
Did you
jumping.
take McCarthy too?
Don't be jumping Emiliano Griot.
Oh, I got him next. Oh, I don't have him next, but he's below McCarthy on mine.
Oh, he's not. So I got to. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so he's above on mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Will you go? You want to go ahead?
No, go.
Well, he's ranked 9th in DraftKings points, so let's give the guy let's cut him some slack here. So Emiliano Griot, 9th in DraftKings points. He's got a couple things that kind of stand out. So in short game, around the green and putting, they're all red numbers, right? Everything's above at least above 68, 79, and 80. Bermuda is not his best surface. However, you got to go back to July to find a miscut for this guy, and that's at the Memorial. Best finish since then was just after at the 3M Open with 3rd place. He was 34th at Bermuda last week. So the guy, he's making cuts. He's playing good. The Bermuda greens kind of throw me off a little bit. It's not his strongest surf, but at current form, I like him. I think he's going to be there. I think he's going to make the cut. So yeah, I went Griot.
Good. Yeah. I went McCarthy.
Denny McCarthy times 2. You
got him too?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Talk about him.
I mean, how can you not go with him? Let's see. So Denny McCarthy, that guy's putter is it's magic right now. I mean, he's making anything he lines up and putts at. He's another guy. We went really heavy on these guys, man. We got a lot of double-digit people. I think he very well could be above 20% owned this week. He is a Bermuda machine, and that just get him close and let him go. So he was T4 with Sink last week. You got to go back to the Safeway to find a missed cut, but in his last 3 tournaments, you got top 10s, 57th at the Shriners. So, I can't really argue with that putter, man. All he's got to do is get it on the green in regulation, and he's going to score ranked 13th in points.
I think he's got a new swing coach, and he's just been on fire. So yeah, good confidence going with him. I think a lot of good things to come with Denny McCarthy. Yep. Who you got next?
I thought about Westwood. I think once again, he's 19th in DraftKings points. We just haven't seen much of him.
Right.
I mean, his scoring looks good, overseas. I mean, he's definitely playing good golf. Just, playing over there and then coming over here, it's what's the transition going to look like, especially on Bermuda greens. I didn't take that. I didn't take any Westwood action. Maybe next week, maybe could that's a could be depending on how he plays, because he typically plays Augusta well. So we'll see. I'm holding out on him. I didn't take HV3. Didn't he just get married in Bermuda?
I didn't see anything on that.
I thought he did.
I thought he did. Week. He played there.
Yeah, I know.
He got married while I was there?
I thought I saw that he did. I don't know.
I can look it up.
Will you talk about him a little bit, and I'll look it up.
Well, I mean, I like him. He just didn't play that well last week. Let's just look at news here and see.
Yeah. Is he married? Is he married? He tied the knot with his girlfriend. Oh, wait a minute. Who he met at age 17. What? September.
It looks like
26th.
It was September 26th. So it was a little while back.
Okay, gotcha. So maybe this was their honeymoon or something, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Good for him. Congrats.
Yeah, they were talking. Yeah, congrats on the on tying the knot.
That's right.
Yeah. For some reason I thought so. Anyway, but I'm still didn't pick him because he got married. I don't know what that matters. But,
I didn't like recent forms. Why you didn't pick him?
Recent form. No, so he missed the cut in Bermuda, missed the cut in Northern Trust. The Shriners and Safeways, kind of, is it 30 or better. Bermuda is also not where you want to see HV3 at. That's his weakest putting surface. So I did not go that direction. However, so I was torn, man. I was torn. And, I was like, all right, do I go Noren or do I go Gooch? And I took the Swede this time.
Did you?
So he's 17th at the Zozo. You got to go back to the Memorial before you find a missed cut. We had a third at the 3M, give or take. So he was CJ. He might as well have missed it. He was 6. So, but he's strong on Bermuda, and had $7,800 to spend. I went that direction just because. Hold on. Let me tell you why. So I think number 2. I think he's going to be. I don't think his own rate's going to be that high. I mean, I think he's going to be in the low single digits. We bet Gooch actually pretty hard, and Gooch he's played really well. He's 35th at the Zozo, 5th at CJ, missed the Shriners, 37th Sanders, missed the Safeway. So I think if Gooch would have been cheaper, I would have gone that route. Which I'm glad he wasn't cheaper, because that would have really screwed up my my lineup here. And I already had a tough enough time picking the guys in the middle, because a lot of those guys are good, right? I mean, Sink and Westwood, HV3.
Oh, yeah.
If you can get him through the weekend, it doesn't really matter. If you can get him to the weekend, it doesn't really matter what he does after that. I mean, he's still going to score for you. But yeah, so I went Noren. I didn't lean on Gooch this week, giving him a break.
Okay,
who you got?
Cool. My next one is Laird. He's at $7,300 this week, and he won recently, right? I think he won the last time tournament that Bryson played in, right? He won at the Shriners, yeah.
Yep.
And then he was 28th at Sanderson Farms, 65th at Punta Cana. He was 6th at the Puerto Rico Open earlier this year. So he hasn't played that much. I think he had some injuries, etc. But I mean, his recent form's been great. So I'm going to give him a shot for $7,300. If you look at Fantasy National, last 24 rounds, he's 5th in DraftKings points. He is 22nd in strokes gained total, 16th tee to green. So I like what I'm seeing there. On the approach, 15th. So yeah, strong performer.
You know who I think the miss is in some of the, so you went ahead of a few, and sorry not to go back. We won't go through all of them.
Yeah.
I think Mackenzie Hughes could be
playing him a lot.
Yeah, me too. And I think that's a guy that I'm going to play in some secondaries.
Yeah.
What's his best finish in his past since July was in Punta Cana. So he was 3rd. He missed the U.S. Open. Hey, it's the U.S. Open. What are you going to say? But I mean, he's got quite a few top 20s in there. I think that may be a kind of a sleeper pick right there. I think he's going to be a single digit play for sure. So I actually kind of like Mackenzie Hughes here for the price. Streelman's another guy. Both of those, Streelman and Fratelli. I mean, I think both of those probably are some decent plays. Like if you wanted to start in the kind of the middle, you got 2 missed cuts from Streelman at the Open and Shriners, but 28 Zozo, and 21 at CJ. So I mean, I think Streelman's a pretty good play. Again, I think Gooch is a good play. I mean, I could pick 3 people out of that kind of low $7,000 range and be pretty good. Sam Burns, I think maybe. I wanted to pick Phil just to be nostalgic, but there's really no reason. I mean, there's so many people that there's just no reason to pick Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Who else you got, man?
Let's see. So
I'm done.
Do you
out.
Like my Martin Laird pick? Yeah.
Let's see. Do I like Martin Laird? Yeah. I mean, I actually looked at him. I don't dislike him. Let's see where Laird's at. So Bermuda is not, he's a decent Bermuda putter. He won the Shriners, so he's coming off a good form. He's got first, 28th, 65th, missed the Safeway, 65th, 6th at the Puerto Rican. I'm not against. I don't know why that's a bad pick. I think that's a weekend maker, I would imagine.
Yeah, and then my last pick is Adam Schenk, and he's just recent form's been great with Adam Schenk, and so last 24 rounds, 31st in shots gained total, 44th in DraftKings points. This guy hasn't missed a cut since June.
I know.
So
he's he's around 30 or better for his last 3 tournaments. So that's when I was having a hard time deciding between Johnson and Harmon.
Mm-hmm.
I had Schink as my anchor.
Okay.
Well, as my low man, right? And I was deciding between those guys. I couldn't decide, so I just said, you know what, I'm dumping Shank, and I'm going with and I went with Noren, and who's the other guy? I went with Noren and Griot.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm just looking through my lineup. I mean, I think I got six strong contenders for the weekend. And again, get me to the weekend, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to make some cash. So some other people that I think I like here. I mean, I think I like Keegan here. I think he's, for the money, I think that's a pretty good play. So Bermuda is kind of tough on him. And he's had a few missed cuts. So, scratch Keegan, and definitely not, I don't know what I was looking at earlier. I must have had something sorted differently. Norlander, we've ridden him pretty hard.
He burned me last week.
Yeah, I got nothing for Norlander. Snyder Jans. So Snyder Jans, I think he got in to the next several tournaments, I believe, just based on his third place in Bermuda last week. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's the case. So I don't know. I don't see enough about him. I mean, he's got a lot of missed cuts, man. So, and then, it's, I shouldn't say he's got a lot of missed cuts. I think last week was his first tournament back in quite some time, because I think he had lost his card. But he played the U.S. Open in June. Yeah, got a lot of stuff on here from the Corn Ferry. So yeah, nothing for Snyder Jans. Who else down through here did you see? Say you always betting Sabatini, man. Would you steer clear of that guy?
I didn't take anybody after the last one I had there, Shank. No, I'm all good. Yeah.
So if you got to drop down to the bottom, who I looked at also is Carlos Ortiz. I think. I mean, that's, kind of a decent play, but 35th Zozo, 48 CJ Cup, missed the next 2. Then you got, mid 20, you got 46 and 25. So yeah, that steered clear to that. Just, but that may be, if I got to get into the $6,000 range, that may be an area that I go in. Jonathan Vegas, he's 50th on scoring. So if he can just make it to the weekend,
Schwartzel,
he's got
Schwartzel down there.
You got Schwartzel. Yeah, I saw a couple of missed
10th in DraftKings points.
Well, that's what about What about the Sauce Man?
Sauce Man, you got Hoagie. Yep.
You got Hoagie. Yeah. So Sauce Man yeah, Sauce Man is like yeah, steer clear of the Sauce Man. I mean, that guy's like a miscut machine. I did like Hogue. I thought that was that might have been a good play. Actually may put him that may be where I start and then work my way up. Hudson Swafford. I don't know what his Bermuda percentages are, but yeah, got a lot of missed cuts. He did win Punta Cana, so
let's get over to one and done. We got to do one and done.
All right, one and done.
All right. Let's see. So we didn't play last week because we didn't do a live show last week. Do you have any leans your way?
Lots of direction I'd like to go. I'm going to go Russell Henley. I'm going to go with my horse this week.
Russell Henley. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go the Hat Man. I have not picked the Hat Man yet.
Ooh, really?
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Oh.
Why not? I gotta go for the win. Gotta go for the win.
Get him out of the way early, hey?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, hey,
it's
not going to be that tough of a course. And this guy is a great ball striker. You saw what he did in Europe, and then he came back and he played great in Vegas. I think he's playing really well right now, and I don't think it's that tough of a course. I don't think it's that tough of a field. I think he might run away with a victory here. I mean, I'm not going to play him next week, that's for sure. And I'm not saving him for anything that I know of. So yeah, I'm going to play him. So, and I don't see the matchups out yet, so we'll have to come back to the matchups, or we will do those live on Instagram later in the week. But yeah, so good week. So, what do you got? Any early leans for Augusta next week?
Let's see. Well, I mean, who's not going to pick DeChambeau to go all out?
So, top storyline, DeChambeau. Yeah.
You know, I actually like Patrick Reed and for Augusta again. I mean, that dude's like, if you saw him at the BMW, that guy's playing good golf, man. I mean, he's I like him there. And who's my sleeper pick coming in on this one? I'm
going to go ahead and lock in my my one and done for next week.
Did you pick DeChambeau already?
Yeah, twice.
No, I don't know. I gotta think on my third. That's I don't know. We gotta have another a new winner. I mean, look at Bubba Watson, what he's doing. I mean, I know you were joking about it earlier, but it wouldn't surprise me, man. It would not surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me to see if Phil can putt. It wouldn't surprise me to see Phil win.
Yeah, my early lean right now is
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not against him. Just I don't know. Well, until next time, we got some cocktails to make, Dan.
We do have some cocktails to make.
Let's go. Let's go make those cocktails.
Scheffler came in second there last year.
Yeah, and think about Eastlake, and I would say Eastlake is comparable-ish.
That's my early lean
to Augusta. Lean. So. Yeah, that's not a bad play. It's not a bad play. I may steal your idea.
So coming up this week, we've got
one.
the Bourboner. We're going to be releasing the Bourboner on Wednesday. That was a good time.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a really good record. Yeah, we had Watershed and forget the other one. We got a little.
It was
deep.
ASW.
We had
right?
a good time.
ASW.
He said the ASW duality. Yeah. We had a really good time chatting with the Bourboner, man. That was we got a little deep on that one.
That was fun because he lives down there in Jacksonville, and then you're from there.
Yeah, so old stomping grounds, man.
Really, really good time with him. We got to get him back on, and then I think you're trying to get the Putter Hoe guy on too, right? So that'd be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
He's big pals with him. That's good.
Yeah. Who else? I don't know. We may have the Kaz on again this week. Hopefully we catch him. Hopefully we catch him before he hops the old net jet.
Yep.
Let's see who else. We're trying to get Immelman back on. I don't know if he's going to be able to break free from his other commitments, but that's a maybe. Let's see. We got to get Blue Tees. If you're listening, send me a note, man. We got to get you on. So we got to get Blue Tees on and talk about that rangefinder. It was not the rangefinder. The rangefinder was dead on. It was my swing, man. I think we're gonna have John back on pretty soon from Fusion ATL. So I gotta get some damn lessons. I mean, good Lord, this thing is just.
He's in your backyard. He knows how to fix it.
I'd like to say I'm getting old, but I'm not that old yet.
Yeah, no, that's not it. It's not it at all.
Definitely got to start drinking more before I get out on the course.
It's got to be what it is. But no, we've got a fun week planned this week. So we've got 2 full weeks.
We got Sean Donahue from Tidewater coming on tomorrow. So I don't know I don't know when we'll release that. I'm sure we may talk about Augusta, so it may come out. I guess we could talk about Augusta in April, but yeah, I'm sure it'll come out over the next.
It's probably
next week.
Probably come out. It may come out this week. It may come out on Friday.
The salty golfer, the bearded one, he'll be on with us.
I saw Salty dressed up for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Who was he? I forgot who he was.
He was Kenny Rogers, and his wife was Dolly Parton.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Islands in the stream. That is what we are.
That's perfect. All right, we gotta go.
All right, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.